All right, good Monday afternoon, everybody. David Paul with you here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. It is an absolute rainy mess of an afternoon here in Houston on this Monday. It's been that way all morning long. We're still got another couple of hours where we're going to see pockets of heavy rain, then things are going to settle down, and then we're going to do it all over again tomorrow. So just to set your bearings, Tuesday, weather impact alert will be in effect again. There's one in effect right now for the heavy rain and all the reduced visibility and traveling and airport issues going on out there. Still a 50-50 chance for scattered showers Wednesday, but we'll back off down enough to go below weather impact alert criteria. Then we're going to get hot. It's going back to the mid-90s, rain ends, and we got a hot weekend coming up. So that's what we're looking like moving forward. This is what it looks like out your window or your car windshield right now, is just a rainy, cloudy, dreary, heavy thunderstorm mess, depending on where you are. This is light to moderate rain now in the Galleria area. And as we look at current conditions, 79 degrees, that's a rain-cooled 79. Otherwise, we'd be in the mid-90s without the rain. It's 15 degrees cooler than yesterday at this time. Feels like 83. You still have a heat indexed feels like number because the dew point is so high at 76. Southwest wind at 7. We do see some gusts of wind in and around the thunderstorms, but we haven't had any wind issues, and I really don't expect any. It's all about the rain. This is going to be our flood risk. This is not today. This is going into tomorrow, and what this represents is a 2 out of a 4-tiered threat level for basically street ponding, street flooding. That is the type of thing we see. My pen going to work? There we go. This is the type of thing we see, is street ponding, widespread when we get into the 2 out of the 4-tiered level of threat. If we were going to have significant bayou issues and big time flooding, that type of thing, we'd be up here in the red and the purple, the moderate to high. But this represents a good chance that you will be impacted with a high water spot here and there. And it could just be where the drainage is overwhelmed. You get that big puddle that forms on the right-hand lane of your secondary street, and it just slows down everything and backs it up, and that's the type of thing that can also flood your car, so be careful with that. So this is just a list of some of the flood-prone spots that we know of. I'm not saying that we have high water in these areas right now. What I'm saying is, if you do travel I-45 north, that Parker feeder road where it goes underneath I-45 at Parker on the north side, if we have heavy rain, that is notorious for getting high water in it. Canal Street, east of downtown, where it goes underneath, that is a notorious high water spot. There are several of those type of roads around Houston. Many of them, some of the older roads, original roads when the city was really beginning to spread out, where you've got the road that will go down underneath some railroad tracks or down underneath an overpass. And if the pumps aren't working, you can get 3-4 feet of water down there. So something just to keep in mind. That's why I wanted to put up this list and just put this in the back of your mind for these high water spots that'll pop up. Allen Parkway at Montrose, Memorial at Shepherd. There are several others that you probably know of in your neighborhood or on your commute that you know you get that high, that ponding and puddling. Looking at rain totals, this is just today. This is actually the last 6 hours. It's raining heavily right now in the Cypress and Klein area. You're at 3.1 inches of rain out here, Upper Cypress Creek. Again, creeks are not having an issue, but that's a lot of rain, high water spots here. And there are multiple urban and small stream flood advisories out right now. We'll go over those, and it's for street ponding going on right now. Spring, 1.5 inches of rain. Mont Belvieu, 2 inches of rain. Most of that fell right south of Mont Belvieu near I-10. 2.8 inches of rain. That's near the Hobby Airport area. Baytown, 0.5 inch of rain. Katy, east of you, right there at the 99 and I-10 north side, 2.2 inches of rain. Katy proper, maybe not quite that much. Sugar Land, 1 inch. So you can see how we've had anywhere from 0.5 inch to 3 inches of rain. We'll do this again tomorrow. So now everything is soaked. So tomorrow's rain may become a little bit more of a problem with a lot of high water spots on roadways. Down to the coast, you guys have had some heavy rain here as well. Still raining in Galveston, 2.2 inches of rain on the island right now. That's Texas City, 0.5 inch of rain. Between Alvin and Liverpool, 1.7 inches of rain. Look at the rain adding up here south of Liverpool, FM 2004, 4 inches of rain estimated by radar. So there are plenty of high water spots in those low roads down there near the coast and on the bay side of Brazoria and Matagorda County. You see there 288, almost an inch of rain there heading down toward the coast. Let's take a look at radar. Here's what's going on. This is a loop over the past 6 hours. So this brings in the rain to develop near the coast in the morning, and now it's working its way further inland. Pockets of heavy rain and thunder showers, and still lots of areas where it's a good soaking moderate rain. Sugarland down to the coast, you're seeing a lot of that, and still plenty of lightning and thunder in spots. So I wanted to zoom out here to Northwest Harris County. We are seeing now the rain let up in here after you just got dumped on over the past hour. But there are lots of little high water spots. FM 2920, Upper Cypress Creek into the Klein area, and then up into Tomball, further north on 249, up toward the Magnolia County line, up into Magnolia. You've got some lightning and thunder up there, and there are high water spots especially on secondary and feeder roads. So urban and small stream flood advisory. I'm going to just I'm going to outline this, but really, it's almost everywhere across Southeast Texas included in an urban and small stream flood advisory. That is street ponding. And it stretches from Pinehurst all the way down through Tomball, Klein, Spring, Aldine, down into the Heights, the Highlands, down to downtown, included in that as well, just north of downtown. So all these roads out here expect to cease and expect to be slowed down by some high water. This is the strongest thunderstorm going right now. It's in Montgomery County. I'm going to outline, there's Lake Conroe. So northwest side of Lake Conroe, heavy thunderstorm up there. Going across the 1097 bridge, you got some blinding rain up there right now. It'll drift north, so New Waverly, and then maybe that makes it up into Huntsville, into Walker County over the next hour or so, drifting north. Flood advisory is in effect till 3:45, so it comes up and goes down pretty quickly, and then down to the coast, where again, all the green inside the green box, that is an urban and small stream flood advisory, and it is for urban flooding, street ponding, high water spots in low-lying areas that can get you if they sneak up on you and you're not paying attention. So just a heads up. That's in effect Bayou Vista, Galveston, Texas City until 3 o'clock this afternoon. You can see it's not lightning. I have the lightning counter on, but I'm not seeing a lot of lightning here. It's just a steady rainy afternoon now, all the way from Sabine Pass, where I see a little lightning strike just popped up to Galveston, Pelican Island. That's drifting up toward Bolivar. So Crystal Beach, you may see some heavier showers here over the next hour or so. Further down the coast, Freeport to Hawkinsville, we've got some lightning and thunder. No real warnings going on here, but pockets of rain stretching all the way to Wadsworth and down to Bay City. We go further north. Hello, Livingston, Polk County, San Jacinto County. Pretty good thunderstorm there, far northern end of Lake Livingston. Widespread rain and thunder. Now I see Polk County up to Corrigan. New Waverly getting on a little rain and thunder right there. That's the northeast side of that thunderstorm, getting the north side of Lake Conroe. A real soaking right now. Here's another look at that. Here's the lake, and just getting pounded. That's from Bentwater up north into the Sam Houston National Forest, getting a heavy thunderstorm. Pretty good thunderstorm out there west of Rickards, north of Navasota, Grimes County. Getting in on it as well. And then hello Brenham, hello Austin County, Washington County, you guys are getting wet. There's Belleville, thunderstorm just north of 1049. And especially you get into, and I grew up going out here to Austin County, to Washington County, Waller County, Grimes County. I happen to know your roads actually quite well. And a lot of them go down where they go to a little creek crossing and they go back up. And those little creek crossings can very quickly have high water flowing over the road for a little while when you get a big thunderstorm. So those are the spots you want to watch for, especially when it gets into the evening hours. They're not going to last long. They should come up and go down pretty quickly, but that's the type of thing we're watching for out here this afternoon. Let's look at the modeling on this. So between now and 5 o'clock, we reduce the coverage of rain. Things are going to wind down, but we could still have a pocket or two of some heavy rain between now and 5 p.m. We'll go into the 9 o'clock hour and it all comes to an end. And then we're going to reload, and it won't take long for the atmosphere to recharge. We go into 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. So 4 a.m. Tuesday, look at all the rain and thunder developing near the coast, Galveston, Texas City, and even inland. Scattered thunder showers will begin to pop up. Bryan to Montgomery. By 4 a.m., we're going to begin to see some pockets of rain. So if you're heading into the early shift or coming home from the late shift, check the radar. We got it on the app. Check it before you head home. Check the situation. Make sure there's not a flood advisory for your route going home. And then we go into 7:30 in the morning. And this is where it becomes a really messy morning commute. So the bottom line for Tuesday is it looks like the first half of the day, pre-dawn through the rush hour into lunchtime, looks like a soaker. More high water spots. Remember that little list I showed you? This is 10 a.m., pockets of heavy rain and thunder. It may be that our coastal counties get most of it tomorrow morning. It may be a little further inland. The models aren't perfect when it comes to this resolution, but it's telling us that the ingredients are there for plenty of spots of heavy rain. The first half of the day on Tuesday. This is noon. It does bring it into the I-10 corridor and the 59 corridor, heavy rain, thunder. So expect your lunch plans to be impacted by pockets of heavy rain, much like what we saw today. And then it begins to weaken. Going into 2 o'clock, beginning to settle down, kind of like what we're seeing now. And it's diurnal. We lose the heat of the day. We go into 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Everything settles down. And then we will see scattered showers moving forward, but we're going to kind of begin to back off a little bit on the coverage going into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So between now and the end of today, we could see an additional ½ inch to 1 inch in spots. We're still seeing a lot of rain out there right now. The trend is weakening, but there's still a lot of heavy pockets of rain right now. Let's add on top of that Tuesday, and by the end of that, and by the end of Tuesday, we're getting a lot of additional 2 to 3, maybe even 4 inches in some spots. So tomorrow is basically another rainy day tomorrow, where whatever you're doing, working a plane, you will be impacted by the wet weather in one way, shape, or form or another. And I put the numbers like this, looking at the first half of the day being the wettest, just based on modeling, 80% rain chance, even beginning by sunrise, 80% rain chance by noon, backing way down to a 30% chance, and it'll continue to taper off as we head deeper into the afternoon on Tuesday. Let's take a look at the extended. And again, tomorrow, weather impact alert, high water spots on roadways. Stay close to the forecast with us. Check before you go. Rain chances still 50-50 on Wednesday. There'll be some spots that get a thunderstorm Wednesday, quickly dropping down to just a 20% rain chance Thursday, Friday, and then temps into the mid-90s, which is normal this time of the year, but it's still very uncomfortable this time of the year. Getting into the mid-90s, no rain, just hot and humid going into the coming weekend and early next week. That's where we stand. We'll give you another update coming up here at the top of the 3 o'clock hour.